Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I got muted. Yo, what's up, VP? Okay, so my sponsor is not gonna like that. So let me do this again. Shout out to our sponsor now of Counterculture Sports. We have a sponsor. It is called Goon Tape. If you're looking for if you're a tactical athlete looking for an edge, try some moisture activated Goon Tape. It's made from an ultra strong blend of natural and synthetic fibers to help keep you on target and in the fight, even when the work gets wet. Go to goontape.com and use promo code counterculture15 for 15% off your order. Sorry, Goon Tape. Yes, we have been having some technical difficulties. Cipo is as well. He will be joining soon. Let me get to these comments before I get into the breaking news today. I'm going to give a shout out to Julie. Thank you, Julie, for joining in. Got my dog, Dylan, OG. Got OG MGB, Man Myth Legend. VP's in the chat. What's up, VP? You're not deaf, MGB. It was my stuff, man. Sponsor, sweet. Yes, we have a sponsor now, Goon Tape. Goon Tape has saved my life, and I live by it. If you don't have Goon Tape, you need to get it because it is amazing. So we had some breaking news today. Sean McDermott, the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, was fired. I honestly am happy for the Bills for doing this. I was never honestly a fan. MGB says get a microphone sponsor. I know I need a lot of sponsors. We're struggling over here. And I was never the biggest fan of Sean McDermott, to be honest. I think the Bills could do better. I heard that they're looking into Brian Daboll, the former coach of the New York Giants, to be the head coach because Josh Allen has a good connection with him. So, maybe Daboll's a better option. I'd obviously love to see maybe like Mike Tomlin, but I don't know if Mike Tomlin's going to coach anymore. So there's some good guys out there that they could get. I just don't think McDermott could do it, man. If the Bills weren't going to do it this year with no Mahomes, no Burrow, no Lamar, it's devastating, and I don't blame them for firing McDermott. Julie says, "Put Jersey, go U of M, go Miami." We're gonna get into that. Other breaking news: the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to the Dolphins. Shout out to the 305. The Dolphins hired Jeff Hafley, the former D coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. They had Mike McDaniel, who was an offensive guru, and now they're going the defensive route. Little surprised by this, honestly, but you know what? I don't think it could have got any worse. They weren't doing better at all throughout the years. That first year they did great, and then it seems like they couldn't get anything working. VP says McDermott had to go. I agree 100%. Julie says Bills Mafia, yikes. Yeah, I'm not a Bills fan. I'm a diehard Bears fan, but I feel like the Bills did deserve more. This is Mitch. Mitch says, howdy, K9. Howdy, Mitch. What's going on, brother? Dylan says Tomlin year plus contract, saying media year, then back. Trade piece potentially interesting. Yeah, so if you are going to end up with Mike Tomlin, you're probably going to have to give up a good pick, probably a first or a second round pick to get Mike Tomlin. A team like the Bills that isn't going to have that high of a pick anyways, I could see them making a move like this. Dylan, my pack coach is getting fleeced. To be fair, D pretty suspect and beat up. Yeah, I thought Jeff Hafley actually did a pretty good job, and the Dolphins are the hometown team of where I live in Vero Beach, so hopefully this is a good thing for the Dolphins and Dolphins fans. MGB says McDermott had his faults, but the front office did them no favors. I agree. I agree with that. There could have been more weapons for Josh Allen. Josh Allen had to be Superman with the roster they had. So, it is what it is, but I do feel like it was time for a change for the Bills. So I think the Bills made the right move. Mitch says, here's breaking news. Raiders drafting Mendoza, not Alberto. regardless of tonight's game. Alberto is his brother, a QB on his team of freshmen. Yeah, I think we all assume that the Raiders are going to draft Mendoza. Obviously, I don't think anything that happens tonight is going to determine or change anything. I don't think this is a very strong quarterback draft either. You have Diego Paiva, who's coming out, and he doesn't really seem like a pro quarterback to me. I think Mendoza is the only one that's honestly even first-round talent. So, and the Raiders obviously need a quarterback, and they're going to have the first pick. So, I think Mendoza's the real deal, honestly. And I am nervous about tonight's game, but we're going to get into that. I guess let's talk some NFL until Cipo gets here because we're going to talk a little baseball, and then we're going to talk about the championship. So, we got my dog Walrus, K9 rocking that U gear. Very nice. Yes, sir. This is actually Santana Moss. I found this jersey on Marketplace for a steal of a deal. Couldn't believe it was going for so cheap. Very disrespectful to the Miami Hurricane Nation, but you know what? I paid it and I got it. MGB O-line was abysmal. Yeah. Dylan, VP's Raiders a decent job at least. Got a quarterback in place. Yeah, you know who would be a good person I think for that job is McDaniel. I would love to see McDaniel from the Dolphins go to the Raiders, get Mendoza, and build a strong offense. Oh, look who we have here. Is that Cipo with a Bass Pro hat? Thank God, dude. I was carrying this thing by myself. It was awkward. Yo.
We are here.
Dude, I was panicking. My mic was muted. I was having my own technical difficulties.
Oh, shit.
Tyler says 5/8 fellowship in the house. Let's go.
Please, I hope I'm not.
Mitch says, don't forget Beck Aller. Now, obviously, I love Carson Beck, but I don't think Beck or Aller's really first-round talent. I'll be honest. As much as I love those two guys. VP, enough of this nonsense. Let's start with the fourth quarter of Chicago already. Oh, let's go. All right, before we get into the football talk, Cipo, now that you're here, I know you brought this up earlier when I was on the phone with you, and I'm pissed, and so is every part of the baseball nation. The Dodgers, once again, steal one of the top free agents on the market. And look at this projected lineup, dude. So you guys signed Kyle Tucker. You guys stole him from the Mets, stole him from the Cubs, stole him from the Blue Jays. He's a sellout. He goes to the freaking Dodgers. And this is your projected lineup going into next year. You got Ohtani, arguably the greatest baseball player of all time to lead off at DH. Mookie Betts, arguably the best shortstop in the league. Freddie Freeman, arguably the best first baseman in the league. Will Smith,
arguably best catcher.
Arguably the best catcher in the league. You have Kyle Tucker. Now, I'm not going to say he's arguably the best right fielder in the league because we have someone named Juan Soto and Aaron Judge that usually play that position. So, but you got a top
Don't
5
put
guys.
Juan Soto out there.
Relax. Come on now. Okay. He ain't better than Juan Soto or Aaron Judge. Easy.
In the right field?
No, not in right field, no. You got Teoscar Hernandez, arguably one of the best left fielders in baseball.
Hell yeah.
Max Muncy, a good solid third baseman. Pages, a good center fielder. And our boy Tommy Edman at second base. Cipo.
Damn, I love that lineup.
Were you surprised at all that you guys got Kyle Tucker?
To be honest, I was. I couldn't even believe we were in the market for him. But, you know, us Dodgers, we like to get the big fish.
Unbelievable, dude.
I know you were pissed.
I was so mad because the owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen, was hinting that we were going to get Kyle Tucker at that night. The Blue Jays were hinting that they were going to get Kyle Tucker that night. And then we wake up to the news that he goes to the freaking Dodgers, dude.
Yep. I feel like when you got the money, we can prevent players going to other teams.
Walrus says Dodgers are ridiculous. Lockout 2027 can pretty much book it.
Nah.
It seems like it's heading for that. What I will say though is the Dodgers have became
Having a salary cap on baseball is like having no fighting in hockey.
yeah, true.
You know, you can't do that.
I will say though that in the past,
Make
I
the
would say 5 years, it seems like baseball has gotten a lot more popular again. And for a long time, Cipo, it seemed like me and you were kind of like doing our own thing when it came to baseball. There wasn't as many baseball fans out there. Now that the Dodgers have this super team and that they're the
everybody wants to
villains of
watch it.
baseball, people want to watch the Dodgers. And not only that, but I would say 90% of people want to see the Dodgers lose and the Dodgers go down. So in a way, I feel like it is good for baseball that the
We
Dodgers are
were
doing
what, two
this.
outs away? I mean,
Yeah.
frick, it was almost $1 billion mistake last year.
We got a comment from VP. Cipo is a Dodger fan. I knew I liked him for a reason.
Hell yeah.
Unbelievable.
We love the Dodgers.
Dylan, is that dodgy lineup as good as an all-star team? That is an all-star team.
I would say damn sure is.
I could easily see the top 5 making the all-star team very easily. Muncy, Pothez, and Edmund. I mean, they're really good guys, but
Will Smith can definitely be an all-star.
yeah. Walrus, K9, you must be happy with Bichette. Exactly, I am. I'm actually gonna talk about that.
Yeah, with every day goes on, he's liking it.
MGB News Alert: the LA Dodgers have signed every MLB player alive. The season is hereby canceled, and the Dodgers are installed as World Series champions. Oh man!
A 3-peat
2 out of
is on
5
the way.
batting 400. That's Hall of Fame right there. Mitch, I wanted Bichette over Tucker, but I will take it. We got another Dodgers. What's up with? Oh, dude, don't get me started.
Man.
Dylan, agreed on baseball popularity rise. The Ohtani effect as well. K9. Dodge bring all eyeballs like 90s Yank and early 2000s Sox. Now, everyone knows I hate the Dodgers. Cipo loves the Dodgers. You know, the Dodgers left Vero and Cipo stuck with them.
Yeah. Even through the bad times.
Yeah, and I've hated them ever since they've left Vero. The Dodgers were one of my teams at one point in time, so this is kind of like an ex-girlfriend, ex-wife for me that I just hate their guts right now. And they keep upgrading and getting better dudes than me. So it's like pissing me off. It's like now they're showing up with
the girl.
Now my ex is showing up with some like 6'1" freaking bodybuilder. Like this is how it feels to me, and I'm pissed. But as my dog brought up, the Mets ended up getting Bo Bichette the next day.
That's a good 3 right there.
Cavalogi, are the Hurricanes a mattress? Yes, they are. 100%. People keep sleeping on them. I'm tired of it. So the Mets,
sleeping on them.
I feel like the Mets are honestly the only team in the National League right now that has a chance of giving the Dodgers a run for their money. The Mets need to do a lot more, obviously. There is still Bellinger out there, which the Mets and the Yankees are linked to. There's still Skubal, who's apparently available for trade, which would be great. There's still Framber Valdez. There's still Freddie Peralta. The Mets need starting pitching. So, but after getting Bichette, if you look at this lineup, I think there's an argument that the Mets could have one of the strongest infields in baseball. You got Frankie Lindor at shortstop. You got Bo Bichette, who I honestly think is one of the most slept-on players in Major League Baseball. This guy is great. He doesn't strike out. Reminds me of an infield Juan Soto. Young, helped carry the Blue Jays to the World Series, played tremendously. I love Bo Bichette. But what scares me is they're putting him at third base, which he's never played. So that's a little scary.
Well, you ain't going to take Lindor out of shortstop.
No. And I honestly thought maybe they would put him at first base, but they ended up signing Jorge Polanco, who came off of a tremendous year for the Seattle Mariners.
Right.
So I think Polanco is great. And You got second base now. You got Marcus Semien, who's coming off of somewhat not the best
Mediocre.
year, but yeah, but he was hurt for a good portion of last year. So I think if these guys can perform, the Mets have a decent lineup. Obviously, you have Juan Soto, who I think is a top 3 player in Major League Baseball. Francisco Alvarez, a great young catcher. Now the outfield, left field, center field, they have projected Carson Bench, who hasn't even played in the MLB yet, but he's
Yeah.
one of the top prospects in baseball. Tyrone Taylor, a good defensive center fielder, and Brett Beatty, who I think might end up being traded. I'm trying to catch up on some of these comments. We're already at 20 minutes, guys. Let's see. VP says Mets added Bichette but lost to Polar Bear. True. I really like Bichette though, man, and the Polar Bear was great,
Over Pete?
but
Over Pete Alonso? You can't say that.
listen, if you look at the numbers, Pete Alonso was terrible at runners in scoring position, and Bo Bichette was, I think, maybe one of the top guys in the MLB. I don't have the stats on me right now, but I was reading and looking at it. I should be more prepared, but I'm not. But Bo Bichette is a way better all-around hitter than Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is a better power hitter, but Bo Bichette is a better all-around hitter. So in a way, I am happier with Bo Bichette, and Pete Alonso was terrible on defense. So MGB, the Saints used to go train in Vero Beach. I did not know that.
Me neither.
Walrus says, watch the Dodgers get Scooble. Oh, God.
We're
If that
linked to-
happens, it's over.
I guess we're linked to Freddie Peralta.
Yeah, I'd rather you guys get Peralta over Scooble. Scooble's the best pitcher in the Major League Baseball, dude.
Well, we'll take Skeens from you then.
It says Saints at Vero Beach. Did they beat the Dodgers in spring training? Maybe. Polanco was hot in spots for Space Needles. Yes, Polanco was really he had a really good year for Seattle. Walrus, we don't need him. I want Cody or Seager. Oh God, come on. You guys don't need any other players. All right, relax. Walrus says Cody isn't going back to the Bronx. Mitch, book it, dude. If the Mets get Belly, I will be really excited. Dodgers get Scoobball this season. Skeens after the lockout.
Whew.
Dylan, just
I would
impress
love it.
K9 Brain. Let him talk diamond ball when his heart palpitation is about to skyrocket with the belts off and belt the ass about to kick. Oh, I love it. Now, obviously, I know a lot of the boys from the fellowship too. They're big basketball fans, and Cipo, you and I are baseball fans. We have a lot of baseball and basketball fans. Obviously, when football's over, that'll be our biggest topics. But as of right now, we got to talk football. So let's get into it. Let's
What
go over
game
the
you wanna
NFL.
get to first?
Let's get in. Well, let's go in the order that the games happened, I guess. Let's talk
Right.
NFL, and then we'll finish with the championship here. The first game, we had the Bills
And
at
the
Broncos. Went to overtime. Broncos win 35-30. First, let's talk about the pass seen around the world. The pass to Brandon Cooks
That they ruled
that they ruled an
incomplete.
interception.
Yeah.
Sipo, what do you think about that? Do you think that was a catch? Was that an interception?
To me, I seen all year long that they ruled that stuff a catch, you know?
Right.
He was down and he had the ball in his hands. All year long they ruled that shit a catch, and now I don't understand it. Then what was it? The same catch just happened in the game last night.
Yeah, it did.
And they ruled it a catch.
Yeah. Tell
That's
me about
crazy.
it.
What the
Listen, I honestly was rooting for the Bills. I
Right.
wanted Josh Allen to finally prove himself. And as I brought up earlier, there was no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. Like, this was the Bills' chance. The Bills have never won a Super Bowl. They've
Never.
came so close. They went to 4 in a row back in the day. And
Yep.
I was rooting for the Bills, and I thought it was a catch, honestly. I thought it was going to be ruled a catch. I thought it was a catch. I thought they were going to review it. When they called it an interception, I just couldn't believe it. And what hurts about this game in particular It seems like the refs got too involved with this game. The questionable pass interference calls, this play, obviously, it was such a great game, and for it to
I
come
was about
down
to
to the
say, it was
end
a
like
hell of a
that,
game.
and the refs to get just over involved, it ruined the game. And obviously the biggest news coming out of this game now is Bo Nix is out for the rest of the year, and allegedly he broke his ankle on the kneel down.
On the kneel down?
On the
No,
kneel
he
down.
didn't.
That's what
On the
I heard
second-
allegedly.
No, it was the second to the last play.
Okay, I could be wrong, but that I have seen on blogs allegedly that the way he stepped when he kneeled is what tweaked his ankle. Let's see. We got VP says, I think it's a catch. Walrus, absolutely an interception. He did not firmly control the ball, was ripped out of his hands without touching the ground. Dylan says, Cook's catch, then maybe fumble without ground touch. Wild, no review.
Yeah.
VP, but the defender took it out of his hands while in motion. MGB, Cook's down by contact. Oh, so we had two people that agree with us, two people that disagreed. VP, I like when you say the refs got too involved. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it, man. Dylan, Josh, a little capeless and historically has been case. Great as he is, not biggest moment successes. Reminds me of Rodgers a little. Incredible talent, player lacking consistent big wins. I agree. I 100% agree.
He's going to go down as a Marino, you know?
He could.
All-time great, never get a Super Bowl.
And before you got on the podcast, I brought up that they fired Sean McDermott. So now they're in the hunt for a new head coach to pair with him. They've been linked to Brian Daboll because Josh Allen likes Brian Daboll. You think Daboll should be the coach?
I don't think he should be a coach.
Okay.
I think he's more of an offensive coordinator.
I agree.
I would be going after let's see. Stefanski's already hired.
Yeah, he went to Atlanta. I didn't even bring that up.
Halfley got hired today.
Yeah, he's with the Dolphins. Yep.
I mean,
the MGB says he's this generation's Dan Marino.
He is.
And it you know what? It's heartbreaking for the Broncos to win that game, which was a tremendous game. You're hosting the AFC Championship, and now you're going to be starting a backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just bring up the Patriots for a second. If the Patriots do not capitalize on this, not only did they have the easiest regular season schedule I've ever seen in history of NFL, this team had 2 tough games out of the 17, and then they go to the playoffs. They play the sorry-ass Chargers who put up 3 points. They played freaking Texans with no Nico Collins, no Dalton Schultz. CJ Stroud looked like me in my backyard trying to throw a Pop Warner ball. Dude, the Patriots, they need to go to the Super Bowl. If the Patriots don't go to the Super Bowl,
and they
that
don't
is a
go
choke.
against no Bo Nix.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now. They still got to play like everybody else.
Oh, God. What are you, a Patriots fan, dude? Dylan, kind of a bummer for Bill, especially with Nick's angle. Green light for Pats, exactly.
Yeah, I think Pats.
Walrus, Pats played only 4 playoff teams in the regular season. Thank you, Walrus. MGB, Knicks will play. They're going to put a screw in there. A lot of goon tape. Hey, that's the best comment of all time, dude. MGB, you won, dude. Shout out to our sponsor, Goon Tape. Exactly. Yeah. If he would have had goon tape on that ankle now, things would be different. Oh, I love it, dude. Rams and Pats in the Super Bowl. Rams take it, though. I agree, VP. I agree. We're going to give our picks, but I agree with that. Let's talk about the rest of these games. We got the 49ers and Seahawks, which was just an absolute blowout. I literally got my ass kicked this weekend on my bets because I had the Bills and the 49ers, so that shows what I know. 49ers only scored 6 points. Seahawks scored 41, and it was already kind of over when the Seahawks took that opening kickoff.
I was about to say it was over.
Yeah.
It was over.
And then the 49ers get the ball. They smoke Brock Purdy. I thought that was a strip sack fumble. It should have been 14-0 right there.
Yeah.
But they called an incomplete pass. Anyways, it didn't matter. They blew him out. 49ers couldn't get anything going. Cipo, are the Seahawks the real deal? Can they make the Super Bowl?
I believe they are a real deal. But I still got the Rams winning. Maybe I'm sleeping on them, but I know they're the real deal.
Seahawks motorboated those fools. Nicole, thank God you're here.
I about to say it was a tough loss for y'all.
Nicole, hey guys, how's everyone doing? Wild weekend, huh? Yes, Nicole. Wild weekend, that's for sure. Next game we had the Texans at the Patriots. Texans scored 16 to the Pats 28. As I brought up earlier, Stroud had no Nico Collins, no Dalton Schultz. I'm pretty sure he was missing both of his starting tackles. Couldn't really get much going offensively. Defense kept him in the game. Will Anderson, Shair, and they just couldn't get it going offensively to keep up with the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Pats dynasty might be coming back.
Dylan Goontape, letting winners kneel down since 2026, except that mile high elevation in headspace. 12th man is legit for Seattle, yeah. Yeah, I mean, once again, the Patriots, they remind me of, what was it, 2024 Boston Celtics, where the Celtics literally had no competition the whole playoffs, and then they make the finals. And, I mean, they won, but just an easy-ass path, dude. What's up with Boston getting easy-ass pass, like, the past couple years, dude? Like, if you're a Boston fan, bro, you got to be excited.
Not only that, freaking the Patriots got the most cap next year.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have a hell of a team next year.
MGB, Knicks after Super Bowl win. I'd like to thank my family, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and Goontae. Love it. I love it. Unfortunately, I don't think the Broncos are going to be able to do it without Bo Nix. So,
I don't know, man. Sean Payton, he's a hell of a coach. You know, he can whip up some magic.
I agree, and I mean, I've talked up Sean Payton a lot. I think he's probably the best coach in the NFL. If not, he's up there. But I know
I've got the best.
Well, I'm a big Sean Payton guy, but let me say this though. I know I've talked shit about the Patriots having an easy path and everything, but let me say this: they are still a good team. Don't get me wrong. And they're a good all around team. They have a good defense. They have a good offense. They have a good special teams. They're coached well. So I'm not going to sit here and say that they're scrubs. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Shout out my cousin John Steven. Let me clarify here. I think the Patriots are a good team. Have they had an easy path all year? 100%. Easy ass games, easy ass path to the Super Bowl. I don't think the Broncos can beat the Patriots with a backup quarterback. No. If Bo Nix was playing, I'm taking the Broncos. But without Bo Nix, I'm taking the Pats.
I don't know, man. They can't make up their own schedule. This ain't college football, you know.
And I listen, I understand that. I'm not saying that the Patriots did anything wrong. You know what? It is what it is, dude. Like, I'm not saying that they did anything wrong, but the facts are the facts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
People get lucky. I'm not a lucky guy. I'm not used to having luck. So I've never really gotten to enjoy that. But the Patriots are, and they have.
I thought the luck was on your side last night, boy.
All right, let's just get into it. I'm trying to catch it. Dude, we have so many comments going on. I mean, I love it. I love that we have interaction and hella comments. It's hard to keep up with. They're going wild. They're having conversations. All right, last game. Last game we had my Bears, baby, at home in Soldier Field. Bears lost 17-20 to the Rams. That's it.
Yeah. It was a hell of a game.
Dude. Listen,
y'all left a lot of points on the table, bro.
When Rome dropped that touchdown, at the
It was
beginning of
over.
the game, I literally knew it was over. I literally knew it was over. Never been the biggest Rome guy. I wanted us to take Brock
Oh,
Bowers at pick 9 in that draft. It is what it is. We ended up with Rome. He had a decent year, but he's had some big drops. I feel like he should be a better player for being a top 10 pick, whatever. We don't have to go there. After that play, I was obviously, like I said, I kind of thought it was over. Bears fought hard. They left a lot of points on the board. They were going
bro.
for it on 4th down instead of kicking field goals. I know it was tough weather, but Cairo Santos has been
Nah.
terrific. It came down to the 4th quarter, a 4th down. Once again, Caleb, man.
What a beautiful.
If listen, do you guys believe me now? Okay. Does everyone believe me now that Caleb is the man? Been
Well,
saying
I
it
don't
since
know,
he was in
man.
college,
Sometimes
and
that damn last interception that he threw, man. I don't know what the hell he was throwing at.
here's the problem with that pass.
Don't
Caleb
blame
Williams.
DJ Moore.
Caleb Williams could have thrown a better ball. Don't get me wrong, but DJ Moore gave up on that play. That was his route. That was right to where he should have been, and the dude wasn't paying attention, and he gave up. I talked about this earlier on the podcast, Anti-Hero with my cousin.
Right.
I said before the season even started, I wanted DJ Moore off the team. Okay.
What?
I don't like the guy's attitude.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
a fan of DJ Moore. When he's in a good mood, when he's positive, and when he's on, he's great. He reminds me a lot of AJ Brown. Okay. But going back to
We could
last
trade
year,
AJ Brown for DJ Moore.
send it. I don't actually. I mean, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I would take it. But going back to last year, DJ Moore on the bench, shrugging his shoulders, putting his head down, talking shit to Caleb Williams, giving up on plays. I knew that he was going to come in kind of with this same mindset going into this year. He gave up on that play, and that's why that interception happened. Caleb could have thrown a better ball and threw it away and noticed that DJ Moore wasn't paying attention, but I'm sorry, that's on DJ Moore.
I put it on the damn coach that left 9 points out there. Right when
No.
I seen y'all didn't get the first 4th down, I was like, oh, it's over. You always take the points, man.
I'm not saying that we lost because of DJ Moore, but I'm saying that ball got intercepted because of DJ Moore. And as I just seen the comment from Mitch, Bears should have gone for the 2-point conversion and the win, just 2 yards. I agree with that 100%. When you are at home in Soldier Field and you complete a 4th down play that might arguably be the greatest pass in playoff history, you go for it. You have momentum, you go for it. And they didn't. And
well, so you know why they didn't do it was because they weren't getting no 4th downs.
Yeah, they did not convert any of them. Yeah.
So that's why they didn't go for it.
But if you look at the analytics side of it, it's like if you've missed 3 or 4 of them in a row, you're like destined for the next one. I think they should have went for it. I mean, there's a lot of things in this game that could have been different. It's a heartbreaking loss for the Bears. The Bears beat the Rams on the field. The Bears beat the Rams this whole game. I mean, it was devastating to see. It was hard.
I do think the better team lost yesterday.
100%.
But you need a little luck in the NFL.
Walrus says, no way, K9. Get it to OT at home with Uncle Mo. Johnson did not handle that OT well. See, now, Walrus, I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree with that. When you're on the road, I feel like going to overtime is the way to go. It's hard. It's hard because situations are different. Let me
to be honest, I thought I could have swore he was going to go for that 2-point conversion.
I did too. When you complete a pass like that on 4th down and you get that momentum and you have one of the most historic passes of all time, I just feel like you go for it. And Walrus could be right. He could be. I don't know. I feel like every situation is different, but usually for me is if the home team is at home and you have a chance to go for 2 and win the game, you do it. If you're on the road, I feel like overtime maybe could be better. Right. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just kind of do. Imagine K9 they go for 2 and don't get it done. What are you saying today?
You'd be cussing.
I'd still be mad. I'd still probably complain anyway.
No,
I'd
yeah,
complain no
you would
matter
be.
what. So I'll be honest.
But y'all did have a great season. Hell of a
We
season.
did. And you know what? I was devastated. I was depressed. And then I started to think that, you know what? And I said this last week on the
Coming.
podcast. It's coming, and I'm happy, and I'm good with what happened this year because that game
Right.
against the Packers was my Super Bowl, beating the Packers in the playoffs, taking down Goliath. I mean,
Oh,
that put a smile back on my face, honestly, just thinking about that. So I can't really complain too much. I love the comments. All right, let's give our picks for the NFL games coming up this weekend, and then we'll talk natty, and then we're out of here because it's starting to get close to game time, and I need to get in the right
Get ready.
mindset.
Huh?
Yeah, let me pull up my Hard Rock app. Blah blah blah. Face ID. Shout out Goon
Shit.
Tape. I love you. Let's see. All right, New England at Denver Sunday at 3:00. New England's favored by 5.5. Cipo, who you got?
I believe that's going to be a great game because I know the Broncos defense is going to play, but I just think the Pats are going to come in and steal the win.
Yeah. This is the time for the Patriots. The AFC is never going to be this weak again. You're going up against a backup quarterback. I know it's at Mile High, but I think the Patriots get this and they cover.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday at 6:30, the more interesting game. You got the Rams traveling to the 12th man, Seattle, to play the Seahawks. The Seahawks are favored by 3. Sipo.
Damn, the Seahawks are favored by 3?
Seahawks are favored by 3 at home, the number 1 seed.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Walrus.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
You're going to take the Rams plus 3? You think they can win this game straight up?
I think they can win straight up. I'm taking the money line.
I agree. I really like the Rams plus 3.
I do.
And I think the Rams can win this straight up as well.
Yeah. This season's tied 1-1.
Yeah. I think a lot of experience is going to go into play here. Matt Stafford, who's probably going to win the MVP, the better quarterback out of the two. Sam Darnold has played tremendous this year. He's had a really stacked team around him. Can they win the big game like this, though? You know, and take down someone like Matt Stafford in the Rams and Sean McVay. It's going to be tough. They have a really good defense. They have obviously a really good special teams unit. They lost Zach Charbonnet for the rest of the year. That's going to hurt.
I heard.
So I like the Rams in this game too. And we don't have to give our Super Bowl picks yet, but as of right now, I'm thinking Rams take it this year. And I predicted them to win the Super Bowl before the season even started. So I'm just going to stick with it.
You got to.
Nicole, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and give K9 and Cipo a thumbs up on this video. Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks.
Our social media manager here, Nicole. Thank you so much. We love you. MGB, I don't think enough people are talking about the Seahawks. You know what, MGB? I agree with you, man. And I do think that the Seahawks are underrated, but the Rams are just, oh, dude, they're just a different beast, bro.
I think I'm just sleeping on Sam Darnold.
I like that. At least you're being honest, and I think you're speaking for everybody when you say that. I like that.
The team is great team, but I think we're just sleeping on Sam Darnold.
And honestly, Cipo, now that you say that, Cipo, I think you're like reading my mind. Like I think that's my problem too, is I'm sleeping on Sam Darnold.
Yeah, no, their defense is great, but I don't know, man. Sam Darnold hasn't really proved himself.
Verdant Force 88, y'all sleeping on the Patriots. I don't think we are at all. We just picked them to win. We picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I don't think we're sleeping on them. Allen, there he is. Seahawks winning the whole thing. I don't think so. They could though. They really could. It's
It's
up
open.
for it's open. It's up for grabs. I will say though that the Seahawks have been the more dominant team out of anybody that's left.
Yep.
At Walrus, 9 out of 10. But of course, a USC found a way to screw up the odds. LOL. All right. Let's break it down. National championships tonight. My
There you go.
Canes. My Canes are getting 7.5 at home. The boys are there. Michael Irvin's there. I got this for the pod. I love Michael Irvin, dude. The dude is great, bro. Belt to ass. Michael Irvin's gonna be there. Ray Lewis, all the boys are there. They were
All
partying
of
at the
them.
Hard Rock last night.
Ed Reed,
Ed Reed, Egrin James was there.
Frank Gore.
Ray Lewis. Cipo. So the spread, Miami's getting 7.5 at home in the national championship against the red hot Indiana Hoosiers, who have not lost a game yet this whole year. The over-under is 46.5. Cipo, what are you thinking, man, before we get out of here?
I think the pressure's on Indiana, and I think I'm taking them too.
Alan says if Miami loses, it's over. Yeah, my mental well-being relies on this game 100%. If they lose,
I hope no.
If they lose, I might have to be Baker acted. Nicole, I got to run, guys. See you next week. Have a great week, K9, Cipo, and everyone in chat. And, of course, go Canes. Thank you, Nicole. I love you.
Appreciate.
Thank you, Nicole. I need it. I'm very nervous about this game.
Oh, I know you are.
I know we talked about it last week. I do think we have the better star players. I think we have Malachi Tony, who is Tyreek Hill Jr. I think we have a better star player there. I think Mark Fletcher is going to run the ball like a beast like he's been. I think we have the better offensive line, and I think we have the better defensive line.
Well, the question is, do you have the better quarterback?
And that's honestly probably what this game's going to come down to. Can Carson Beck not turn over the ball and just play good enough to where the Canes can win this game? And he's going up against a Heisman Trophy winner, so it's like.
Don't forget that Mendoza's from Miami too.
Yeah, Mendoza's from Miami, Cuban American, wanted to go to Miami. Miami didn't recruit him. Alan says I look sick, pale in the face. It's probably the lights. Irvin may well have on the field tonight. Hopefully he's not doing any coke, because then he might.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Let's go Canes, baby. Let's bring the Natty to Florida to the 305 in Miami at Hard Rock. Let's go.
Would you be at the parade?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I mean, the plan was to go to the game. When I seen tickets were $3,000.
Yeah, cancel.
When I seen parking passes were $700.
Canceled.
When I seen the game was on a Monday, I got to work on Tuesday and be at work at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Cancel. When everybody choked on me and nobody wanted to go to the game, cancel. So I'm watching it from the house. I'm going to have my son here with me. I'm going to be vaping. I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be nervous.
Got to find a way to calm them damn nerves.
Oh, man. Alan, where's Miz? You know what's crazy? I actually see Miz today. I did a side job this morning in one of the neighborhoods I work in, and someone in a pest control truck started honking at me. And I looked, I'm like, who the hell is that? And it ended up being Miz. And he was telling me about how the Chick-fil-A in Vero Beach, if you go in there and yell, "Go Canes," they would give you a free chicken sandwich. But it had to be from 3 to 7 p.m., so I was busy. But
oh, shit.
I know. I didn't get my free chicken sandwich.
I wish you would have told me that.
I would have. I know. I've been busy today, dude. Alan says just got some rosin. Well, nice.
Must be great.
Dude, oh, man. So, Cipo, what do you think, dude? You didn't even give me your prediction on the game before we get out of here.
I'm going with Indiana.
To cover or win straight up?
I think they're gonna. What did they got? 7?
They got to win by 8. As of right now, it's 7.5.
I think they're gonna win by 8.
MGB, Indiana is a bunch of very good players who are zealots for the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all hit the Puffco, Allen says.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to go Miami. I know it's going to sound biased. I've been saying it since day one. This is our year. I got my son yelling in the background. He agrees with me. This is our year. Listen, this is the championship. It's in Miami. This is what movies are made of. And tonight's going to be the night where that movie is going to have a reason to be made. Miami is going to show out. They're going to play great on all 3 phases of football. Special teams, defense, offensively. Beck is going to show why he was paid $6 million to be our quarterback, why he cheated on the Cavinder twin with a hot Latina. You know, I mean, I seen this meme. That's what it reminded me of. I seen a meme, and it goes, dude, we should have bet the house on Miami the second Beck cheated on the Cavinder twin with a Latina. They're like, bro, what else do you need to know? And I'm like, bro, that's so true. Like, I love
There
it.
you go.
It's so true, and I love it. It's meant to be. We're playing at our home stadium in Miami at the Hard Rock, 305, baby. DJ Khaled's there. I've seen. I don't know if Ace Hood's there.
Ace Hood is there.
VP 30 for 30. Canes take Mendoza out. Oh my god, dude.
The only team to do it.
I can't even imagine, like, listen, my whole life I've been the biggest sports fan. Ever since I was like 5 years old. I didn't like Mario. I didn't like trucks. I didn't like dinosaurs. I didn't like none of that shit. I've always loved sports. I've loved baseball, I loved basketball, and I love football. All my life I wanted to see championships. And I've been heartbroken. The one time it finally happened was 2016 when the Cubs won the World Series. It was the first championship I ever got to see with one of my favorite teams. I used to be a Cubs fan back then. That's a story for another day. This is the first time in a long time that a team that I love has made it to a championship. This is the Super Bowl of college football, obviously. I mean, this is the Natty, bro. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And I'm putting it on the record. If Miami does win tonight, I'm getting an Ibis tattoo or some type of tattoo. It's happening. You already know I'm tatted up, so at this point, it doesn't matter anyways. But it's going to happen.
You're going to get the Miami Legends.
Dude. And you know what? Shout out to my boy Rhino, because I kept saying last week when we were at Hurricanes, or the week before, if Miami makes it, if Miami wins it, if. And he said, shut the F up, K9. He goes, it's not if, it's when. It's not if, it's when. And that when is going to be tonight. Exactly. Let's go, baby.
I know you're pumped up, ready for this shit.
Ah, dude. I am. I'm so pumped up. Sammy Sosa, my favorite player of all time. Goon Mask. Goon tape, baby. They can park at my house for $600 and I'll fly them on Spirit Airlines for $50.
Hell yeah, I would too.
All right, let me read our ad. I read it at the beginning. I'm going to read it again at the end. Counterculture Sports is now sponsored by Goon Tape. If you're a tactical athlete looking for an edge, try some moisture-activated Goon Tape. It's made from an ultra-strong blend of natural and synthetic fibers to help keep you on target and in the fight even when the work gets too wet. Go to goontape.com and use promo code counterculture15 for 15% off your order. Alan said, is the pod ending early tonight? Yeah, we started at 6:30. Well, we tried to start at 6:30. Cipo wasn't here and my mic was muted for like 5 minutes until someone told me. Game starts in 5 minutes. Sweet 8 ounce, 6 pound, 8 ounce. Baby Jesus. Please. My Bears went down last night. I'm going through a lot in my personal life.
He said, I need a
this natty.
championship.
I need this natty, baby. I need it. Let's go, Canes, baby. Woo!
It feels fucking good.
Shucky ducky quack quack ibis. Let's go. It's funny when I was on Anti-Hero, that dude Tyler's like, "Where's your duck hat, bro, for the Hurricanes?" I'm like, "Bro, he's an ibis. He's not a duck. Ibis is a primal animal, dude, not a duck." K9 praying like Ace praying over Smash Bros. I know, my son loves Smash Brothers. Alan came over here with Ace.
Right.
Well, not with Ace. Ace was here, obviously, he's my son, but we played some Smash Bros yesterday, and they wanted to be on a team against me, bro. Ace was like, "Alan, I want you on my team. You're better than my dad." I'm like, dude, what the? Yeah, that's messed up. So I had to have the computer, the sorry ass computer. We got whooped, bro. Alan cheats because he uses Kirby every damn time. Or the pink puffy thing.
Yeah.
He can fly. Bro, it's unfair. He can fly, bro. How am I supposed to compete with that, dog? I had like Pikachu.
They ain't got no damn Pikachu on there.
Yeah, they got Pikachu.
On Smash Brothers? Mario?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Crazy.
I swear to God. They got Pikachu. They got Pac-Man, Sonic, Mario, Luigi.
Damn.
Yeah. Alan says I'm goated. He's just good because he uses Kirby. Don't let him hype himself up. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I know we had to do the podcast early because of the natty tonight, but that'll be the last time that ever happens, I think, unless something else comes up, but I doubt it. But as of now, I mean, going forward, it's going to be the same thing every week. Mondays at 7, Cipo and I, Counterculture Sports. Every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we break it down. We're the best sports podcast on YouTube. We're actually voted #1 sports podcast on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Don't ask by who. Cipo, any last words?
Nah, brother.
All right, bro.
Let's have a hell of a game tonight.
Let's go Canes, baby.